Over time, their bond grew stronger. It felt like everything was falling into place. He had broken her heart, and for the first time in the relationship, Ahana felt completely alone. Infidelity. It's a word that feels like a punch to the gut. A betrayal so deep it shakes the very foundation of your life. It's not just about cheating, it's about broken trust, the destruction of a shared history, and the unraveling of the future you had once envisioned with someone you thought you knew inside and out. This is Ahana's story. Ahana knew all this and more. A small disclaimer. To protect the privacy of those involved, the names of the people in the story have been changed, but the emotions and experiences shared are 100% real. Ahana and Sudhir had been together for nearly 10 years. From college sweethearts to newlyweds, they had weathered the highs and lows of life together. The relationship, though not without its challenges, had always felt steady. There were the normal disagreements, the typical arguments that come with living and growing together. But Ahana believed in their love. She believed that what they had built together was unshakable. Their love story was like a dream. They met during the first year of college when Sudhir, with his easy smile and spontaneous nature, caught Ahana's eye. She was shy, introverted, and focused on her studies, but Sudhir's energy was impossible to ignore. He had a way of making everyone around him feel seen and appreciated, and that included Ahana. At first, they were just friends, with long conversations about everything under the sun. But it didn't take long for something deeper to blossom. Over time, their bond grew stronger. They were inseparable during those years. College was a whirlwind of lectures, late-night study sessions, and campus events, but the moments Ahana cherished the most were the quiet ones they shared, walking hand in hand through the sprawling university campus or sharing their dreams over a cup of coffee. It felt like everything was falling into place. Sudhir was ambitious, driven by the desire to make something of himself. Ahana, on the other hand, was more grounded, focused on finding her path in life. They complemented each other perfectly, even when life presented obstacles. They graduated, started their careers, and after a few years of dating, they decided to take the next step, marriage. The wedding was a celebration of everything they had shared up until the point. Ahana couldn't have asked for a better partner in life. Sudhir, with his unwavering support and dedication, was the kind of person she had always dreamt of. They had a beautiful ceremony, surrounded by friends and family, and the future felt as bright as ever. As newlyweds, their lives were comfortable. They found a cozy apartment in the city, settled into their respective jobs, and built a routine that felt natural. Ahana had always been a hard worker, and so had Sudhir. Their professional lives took off in their own ways, and though they had their individual goals, they always made time for each other. Weekends were spent exploring new places, enjoying quiet nights in, or spending time with their families. Their marriage to Ahana felt like a partnership, a balance of love, trust, and shared aspirations. But as life went on, they faced challenges. The early days of their marriage were filled with optimism, but as time passed, the pressures of career and life began to take their toll. Ahana had always been the more supportive partner, adjusting her schedule to accommodate Sudhir's work demands and stepping back from her own aspirations when necessary. Sudhir, with his growing career, sometimes became more distant, absorbed in the responsibilities that came with his success. Still, they had their routines, their small rituals. On their anniversary, they would go to the same restaurant where they had celebrated their first date. On their birthdays, they would exchange thoughtful gifts, always personal and meaningful. Despite the occasional strain, there was always an underlying current of love. Ahana believed in their future together, convinced that they were a team. But it was one particular Wednesday evening that shattered everything. Ahana had always respected Sudhir's privacy. She never felt the need to check his phone or question his whereabouts. They had built a life of mutual trust, one that didn't require constant surveillance. But that night, for reasons she couldn't explain, she had a strange, unsettling feeling. As she walked past Sudhir's phone on the couch, a notification popped up. A message from someone named Arya. Her mind raced, and before she could stop herself, she reached for the phone. The words on the screen were innocent enough. "Can't wait to see you tonight." But there was something about them that didn't sit right. It wasn't the message itself, it was the intimacy in those words, the promise of something more, something private. Ahana's heart skipped a beat. She didn't want to believe it. She wanted to push the thought away, pretend that nothing was wrong, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. She decided to confront him. When Sudhir came home that evening, Ahana was sitting in the living room, her mind racing. He greeted her with a smile, but she could see the unease in his eyes. Something wasn't right. Without hesitation, she asked him about the message. The silence that followed spoke volumes. Sudhir's face drained of color, and Ahana could see the guilt in his eyes. He tried to explain, but the words felt hollow, empty. He admitted it. He had been seeing someone else. Ahana felt the ground beneath her crumble. The man she had trusted more than anyone had betrayed her. The years they had spent together, the vows they had made, they meant nothing. He had broken her heart, and for the first time in the relationship, Ahana felt completely alone. In the weeks that followed, Ahana was consumed by grief. She couldn't understand how it had happened. How had they gone from building a life together to this? She questioned every moment, every choice. Was she to blame? Did her devotion to Sudhir somehow create the space for him to seek affection elsewhere? It felt as though the foundation of her entire life had been pulled out from under her. The first few days after the revelation were a blur of confusion, anger, and disbelief. Ahana couldn't process it all. She couldn't make sense of it. She had known Sudhir to be loyal and devoted. This wasn't the man she had married, and yet here she was grappling with the reality of his betrayal. She couldn't escape the flood of emotions. How could he do this to her? What had gone wrong in the marriage? Had she missed the signs? Was she not enough? Her mind spun with questions, but no answers seemed to satisfy her. She replayed every conversation, every moment they had shared over the years. Were there clues, little hints that she had missed? Had he been different for a while and she hadn't noticed? Ahana couldn't help but feel foolish, angry with herself for not seeing it coming. She had been so trusting, so sure of their bond, but now all of that was shattered. And worse, she felt a deep, gnawing sense of shame. What did this say about her and her value? Would she ever trust anyone again? But as the days went on, Ahana started to feel something else. A simmering rage that took over her. She had been betrayed by the one person she had given everything to. All those years, all the sacrifices, all the little things she had done to support him, and this was how he repaid her. By sneaking behind her back, by dishonoring their commitment. She didn't know what to do with the anger. It consumed her. Some days she wanted to scream, to lash out, to make him feel the pain she was feeling. Other days she felt numb, as if her emotions had been drained out of her completely. But through the storm of anger and hurt, Ahana began to realize that there was one thing that she could still control: her reaction. She couldn't undo what had been done, couldn't erase the betrayal that had turned her world upside down, but she could choose what came next. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal itself, it was the aftermath, the uncertainty. What did this mean for her future? Could she rebuild a life with Sudhir, knowing what he had done? Could she ever trust him again? The weeks that followed were filled with difficult conversations. Ahana demanded answers. She needed to know why. What had led him to make such a destructive choice? Sudhir gave her his reasons, but nothing he said seemed to make the hurt go away. He apologized repeatedly, but Ahana couldn't hear it. His words felt empty, hollow. How could she believe him again? How could she believe that this wouldn't happen again? They tried to make sense of everything, tried to work through it, but the truth was, Ahana didn't know if she could ever forgive him. Trust once broken is not easily repaired. She couldn't just erase the image of Sudhir with someone else, couldn't forget the pain of discovering the truth. The thought of trying to rebuild their life together felt impossible, like trying to put together shattered glass. No matter how hard you tried, there would always be jagged edges. But Ahana wasn't just confronting Sudhir's infidelity, she was confronting herself. She realized that for a long time she had defined her worth through her relationship with him. She had given so much of herself to him, and now she felt lost. Who was she, if not Sudhir's wife? What was her identity, if not tied to this relationship that had been her entire world? The betrayal left Ahana not just heartbroken, but deeply questioning who she was. She was forced to face the uncomfortable truth that she had lost sight of her own needs, her own desires, in the process of caring for someone else. She had invested so much of herself in Sudhir, in their marriage, that she had forgotten to invest in herself. As the months passed, Ahana's emotions began to settle. She still didn't have all the answers. She wasn't sure if forgiveness was possible, but she knew that for her own sanity and well-being, she had to find a way forward. And for now, that meant taking a step back from the relationship and focusing on herself. Whether or not Sudhir was a part of the future was something she couldn't yet decide. But one thing was clear: She would no longer let someone else's actions define her. She would rebuild her sense of self piece by piece, and she would do it for her, not for him, and not for anyone else. If you ask my personal opinion in this, I would say that infidelity is one of the most gut wrenching betrayals one can ever experience. It's not just about the act itself, it's about the ripple effects that follow, the shattered trust, the questioning of self worth, and the confusion about the future. It leaves you grappling with emotions that seem to have no resolution. And the most painful part is that there is no quick fix, no easy answers. When someone you love betrays you, it forces you to re-evaluate everything you thought you knew about the relationship, about yourself, and about the person you shared your life with. The hardest part isn't just the pain, it's the uncertainty, the questions that linger without answers, and the gut wrenching realization that no matter how much you wish for it, things may never be the same again. In Ahana's case, what stood out to me was her journey of self discovery after the betrayal. While it's natural to focus on the other person's actions, infidelity often forces us to look inward. Ahana realized that she had neglected herself, her own needs, in the process of giving everything to Sudhir. She had allowed her identity to become so intertwined with her relationship that she lost sight of who she was as an individual. In these situations, the temptation is often to stay for the sake of the relationship or out of fear of being alone. Infidelity can feel like the end of everything, the end of trust, the end of certainty, and the end of life you thought you had built with someone. But as painful as it is, it's also an opportunity to rediscover who you are without the weight of someone else's betrayal. It's in the moments of heartbreak and confusion that we often find our greatest strength, not because we were strong from the start, but because we learned to become strong in the process. For Ahana, the journey was never about whether Sudhir deserved forgiveness or whether the relationship could be saved. It was about her rediscovery of self worth, her reclaiming of the power that had always been hers but had been buried under years of giving to someone else. Sometimes, in order to rebuild, we need to step away and give ourselves the space to heal, even if that means walking away from something we once thought was ours forever. Infidelity isn't just a betrayal of trust, it's a stark reminder that we are the architects of our own lives. While we may not always be able to control what others do, we have complete control over how we choose to heal, move forward, and redefine our future. And the most important lesson here is that we are worthy of love, respect, and loyalty. And when we learn to love ourselves first, we give ourselves the freedom to choose a future that reflects our true worth. The road to healing is long and it's not linear, but the most important thing is to remember that your journey is your own. No one else's actions can define your value. How you choose to move forward, whether with or without them, is your decision, and it's a powerful one. Trust in your ability to rise, to heal, and to find a love that honors the person you have always been. I hope today's episode was helpful. Do share it with someone who you think might need to hear this story. I'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, keep it real.